This will be the first presentation in a series about the New Jersey Stormwater Management Rules, which became effective on February 2, 2004. The goal of this presentation is to explain when the Stormwater Management Rules apply to a development. For a courtesy copy of the Stormwater Management Rules, please visit www.njstormwater.org. There you will also find guidance and other information related to stormwater management in New Jersey, as well as the New Jersey Stormwater Best Management Practices Manual, hereafter referred to as the BMP Manual. Stormwater runoff is water flow on the surface of the ground or in storm sewers, resulting from precipitation. Many variables affect the quantity and quality of runoff, including soils, vegetation, and topography. Land development tends to alter these conditions, which often has a negative effect on the hydrologic conditions of the site. The Stormwater Management Rules focus on the change of a site's hydrology as a result of development and redevelopment. Because rainfall usually occurs over large areas, it can generally be assumed that the larger the land area being altered, the greater the effect. One way to quantify this is to measure the impervious area that is added to the site as a result of development. Impervious surface is defined by the Stormwater Management Rules as a surface that has been covered with a layer of material so that it is highly resistant to infiltration by water. Examples are parking lots, sidewalks, and roofs. Impervious surfaces do not allow infiltration and in many cases replace vegetation, greatly increasing the volume, flow rate, and pollutant loading of stormwater runoff while preventing the recharge of groundwater. Another way of measuring the area impacted is to consider the total disturbance of a site. Disturbance is defined as any increase in impervious surface, movement or exposure of soil or bedrock, and clearing, cutting, or removing vegetation. Disturbing a site can greatly alter the hydrology in a number of ways. The Stormwater Management Rules apply only to sites that are considered major developments. The Stormwater Management Rules define a major development to be any site which results in the disturbance of 1 or more acres of land or increases the impervious coverage by 1/4 acre or more. However, this definition varies depending on the regulation through which the Stormwater Management Rules are being enforced. Therefore, the specific definition of major development will be explained for each regulation that is discussed. Under the Federal National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System Permit Program, all states must regulate municipal stormwater discharges from municipal separate storm sewer systems, commonly referred to as MS4s. Nearly all municipalities in New Jersey have a municipal stormwater general permit, which is commonly called the MS4 permit. One of the requirements of the permit is the adoption of a municipal stormwater management plan, which describes how a municipality will address stormwater-related impacts of development. The municipality is also required to adopt a stormwater control ordinance to implement the stormwater management plan. Under the municipality's MS4 permit, a major development is defined as 1 acre of disturbance. However, the municipality can adopt more stringent regulations under their plan and ordinance. Therefore, it is important to check the requirements of the local ordinance to identify the definition of a major development. The Stormwater Control Ordinance applies to developments that are subject to the New Jersey Municipal Land Use Law, as well as municipal projects that are not. These projects must be reviewed and approved by the municipality prior to construction. Additional information about the municipal stormwater program and the applicability of the post-construction stormwater management requirements will be provided in the stormwater management through the municipal separate storm sewer system permit module. One of the requirements of the MS4 permit is compliance with the Residential Site Improvement Standards, or RSIS. The RSIS are a set of requirements established by the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs which govern all residential site improvements pursuant to the New Jersey Municipal Land Use Law. Compliance with stormwater management rules is one of the provisions of the RSIS. The RSIS define a major development as any development that results in the disturbance of 1 or more acres. Therefore, any residential development that disturbs 1 or more acres requires compliance with the design and performance standards in the stormwater management rules and must be reviewed and approved by the municipality prior to construction. The Division of Water Quality also issues similar permits to highway agencies and public complexes which own and operate small municipal separate storm sewer systems. The highway agency permit applies to entities which operate highways and other roads, such as the New Jersey Department of Transportation, the New Jersey Turnpike Authority, and each of the 21 counties. The public complex permit applies to large, publicly owned complexes which discharge stormwater, including hospitals, prisons, and universities. The definition of a major development under these permits is any development that disturbs 1 or more acres of land. Highway agencies and public complexes are self-certifying entities. Therefore, major developments undertaken by highway agencies and public complexes require compliance with the design and performance standards in the stormwater management rules, but are not reviewed by the municipality or municipalities in which they are located. In addition to the previously discussed regulations, some developments may require review from the NJDEP Division of Land Use Regulation. Major developments that require a permit under the Coastal Area Facility Review Act, the Flood Hazard Area Control Act, the Waterfront and Harbor Facilities Act, or the Freshwater Wetlands Protection Act may also require compliance with the stormwater management rules. Under the Division of Land Use Regulation, a major development for stormwater management is defined as any project that results in the disturbance of 1 or more acres of land or increases the impervious coverage by 1/4 acre or more. All major developments which require one of these permits are reviewed for compliance by the NJDEP Division of Land Use Regulation, regardless of whether they are considered a major development by local regulations. As shown in the diagram, developments requiring one of the above permits which meet only the threshold of 1/4 acre of additional impervious coverage will be reviewed only by the Division of Land Use Regulation, as this trigger does not apply to local regulations. However, if the development meets either of the state triggers for major development and a local trigger for major development, the project must be reviewed by both entities. Thank you for watching the applicability presentation in this series about the stormwater management rules. For more information, please watch the other videos in this series entitled Stormwater Management Planning, Design and Performance Standards, and Safety Standards for Stormwater Management Basins, as well as the module Stormwater Management through the Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System Permit.